Hey everybody, I'm Griffin here. Let's talk about Stardew Valley, shall we? This is currently being listed as episode 0 and being marked as the intro, which I imagine you think might be rather odd because usually I start at episode 1. Despite the fact that I'm a programmer and probably should be starting indexes at 0, there's a reason that this is going to be marked 0, and that's because I'm too lazy to go back and edit the first video. Partially because I'd have to recut it exactly in the right place, as well as add this in and do some other things. So instead, I'm just releasing this at the normal time of 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And in about a half an hour, I will have episode 1 actually drop. And the reason why I am specifically recording this separate is because this is going to be a little bit odd. So I have purposely, and I do mean purposely, not played Stardew Valley. There are a couple different reasons, but the primary reason is because even though I haven't heard a ton about this game before I had started playing it, I'd heard only good things, but what I had heard about it made me very aware of how I would play this game. And that is a lot. The answer to that question is a lot. And the reason why I say I avoid that is because on this channel, I release one video every day, and every weekday has a different game associated with it. Now, we've had some very long-running series. I think Enter the Gungeon went the furthest. I forget how many episodes it ended up being, but it also kind of ended up in 2 series because there was a big release at one point. And then I think there was a second release. It got long. Okay, I was playing that for over a year. It might have even been over 2 years. It's a lot of episodes. In fact, might have been almost 3 years that I played Enter the Gungeon. And I loved that game very much. But I played most of those episodes within a month of when they were released. Like, I'd go on binges where I'd play and record 2 or 3 episodes at a time. And then I'd release them. And that was so that I would stay up to date. That way you guys could leave comments and be like, hey, this is a thing. This is how this works. And you could help me or give me advice, or we could have an interaction that you would be able to see have an impact on the way I played the game. Because I like that. I think that's a good way for a creator to interact with their audience. That way, me putting a thumbs up on your comment or a short little blurb doesn't just feel like lip service. You can actually tell that I'm reading and I'm incorporating your ideas into my play. Now, there are some times that I didn't do that, partially because maybe I disagreed with your comment, or I tried it and it didn't work out, or I was... Who knows? There are reasons why sometimes that doesn't happen, but I like to have that interaction with you, the viewer, because I think it is fun, and I think it's one of the reasons why people like watching content of people playing games on YouTube, because, one of the streamers that I follow now, great guy, I've enjoyed watching his streams a lot. The reason why I started watching him at all is because he was playing Isaac, and he had no idea what he was doing, so I popped into his chat and I helped him. I told him about stuff, and that is building a relationship, that is building a rapport, and I think that it is a positive outcome of this type of content creation and interaction. However, as I said, one of the reasons why I avoided Stardew Valley is because it is a type of game that I will play a lot of, and not for any other reason other than the way you play the game is very addictive. It is a loop that while not necessarily the most rewarding in the short term, actually buries its brain happy chemicals in the long term, which means you don't get the payoff unless you are playing for a long time. It means that when I sit down to play Stardew Valley, I play for 3-hour chunks, and sometimes multiple 3-hour chunks in a row. A 3-hour chunk is it's a lot. A 3-hour chunk, they end up being about 2 hours and 45 minutes because a day is about 20 minutes. A day in Stardew Valley is about 20 minutes. Maybe half an hour. It varies. It varies. Depends how long you're on pause menus and things like that. Whether you actually stay up until like 2 in the morning, or if you actually go to bed at a reasonable hour, which is both me talking about my schedule and my character's schedule at the same time. So, if I sit for 3 hours, I have effectively created 4 episodes. Effectively, 4 episodes of Stardew Valley get made every single time I sit down. Let me tell you about how much I've been playing Stardew Valley. So, right now I'm recording this. It is the 22nd. Tomorrow, the 23rd, is going to be when I release this episode. So you're watching it on the 23rd, or presumably later if you're catching up on the series. So, what does this mean? It means that I've played too much. That's the long and short of it. It's a game that I know I'd like. It means that I'd play it a lot, and I'd play it a lot in large batches, which means that I would build a backlog like I've never seen before. Which means that the interactions that I have with you guys about this game are going to be minimal. And part of me is sad about that, and part of me is happy about that for 2 reasons. One, I'm playing a blind playthrough. I Googled one thing once, and then it didn't matter that I Googled it because the item then fell into my lap. There is something I should be Googling, but I think I might have a solution for right now. And I'm about to go implement it and try it, see if it works, because I'm trying to acquire an item. But other than that, I have not looked up anything. I've been talking with some of my friends about how much I like the game, but I've specifically told them not to spoil anything for me or to tell me how anything else works. I like that because I think it gives a better exercise of the game and how it teaches you things. That said, this is to a degree that I was not expecting. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. I don't know if I'm going to blur some things out, but I'm going to hit load and I'm going to show you my file. I have played for 54 hours as of right now. And after I'm done recording this, I'm going to go play some more. So do some math there. If 3 hours was 4 episodes, 54 hours. Have you done the math yet? Oh god, I did the math and then my brain crapped out on me. It's 18 times 4. So we're looking at 64 episodes. 64 episodes. Before the first one has even been released, I have over a year of backlog in this game. And I say over a year of backlog in this game because I'm still processing it. It takes me some time to run it through Premiere to put my intro and outro on it. More time than I think it should take, but it does. And that means that it takes time to process things. I'm maybe halfway through it. Actually, yeah, halfway through is about accurate. A little bit less than that. So, what does this mean for you, the viewer? it means it means that for me, like, I could have, and I don't mean to play this up, but I could have just released these and had a year's worth of content for a day. I wouldn't have to record for a Thursday for over a year. And that's awesome. I think that's awesome because it's nice to basically take something off your plate that you don't have to worry about ever again, or at least for a while. That's nice. Releasing on a daily schedule can sometimes be very stressful. That said, I am also sad that it means that for the next year, any comments that you put on these videos, I basically have to go, yeah, that would have been good to know at the time, but I didn't know at that time, and you're not going to see me ever interacting or ever acting on that information that you just gave me. So, what this means is that I'm going to try and get creative about this. And by get creative about this, I mean, I think we're going to have multiple days of Stardew Valley. I haven't confirmed this yet because I'm not confident on how long things are going to take, and I kind of want to keep things contiguous. But here's what I'm thinking. Right now, as of this exact moment, Bad North episode 10 just dropped this morning. I actually recorded it this morning because I was playing so much Stardew Valley, I forgot to record it yesterday. So I recorded it this morning, processed it this morning, and got it up only like an hour late. It was rather impressive for me because I shouldn't have been awake that early. But Bad North, as much as I enjoy it as a game, it doesn't seem like it has too many more episodes left. So what I'm probably going to do is for the next couple weeks, we're going to have Stardew Valley on Thursday. And then, once Bad North ends, we're going to have Stardew Valley on Wednesday and Thursday. And if either Parkosaurus or Dicey Dungeons comes to an end, it will expand into those days. Now, for what it's worth, I don't think Parkosaurus is going to end particularly soon, nor do I believe that Dicey Dungeons is going to end anytime soon. I still have at least 10 challenges, 2 for each character, and like one of the hardest eliminations out there. So, like, that one could be 20 episodes of me just banging my head against a wall. So we have time on those. I don't think we're going to have 4 days a week Stardew Valley particularly soon. But it means that we'll burn through some of the backlog a lot faster. And it means that hopefully sooner than that, yeah, we're never going to actually catch up. I'm going to record more than 2 episodes a week. I know me. I'll be done with this game before the end of, well, I was going to say the end of the quarantine, but that seems a little crazy to try and even begin to put a date on that. So, yeah, I'll probably be done with this by the end of May. I'll probably be done playing it within the next 2 weeks. Because this game is consuming me. In my opinion, in a good way, because I'm enjoying it thoroughly. However, it means that our interactions on this one are going to be a little bit low. Now, Stardew Valley is a little bit of a slower game. There are a lot of silences because I'm focused or doing things or just going about my day, because that's how the game works. So all I can do is hope that you guys enjoy the content. And I still want you to comment. Still tell me about stuff. At the very least, we can share our anecdotes. But I just want you to be aware of the level of shenanigans that this game has brought upon me, and that I'm sorry we will not be able to have a little bit more of a live discourse while I am playing it. That's all I got for you guys at this point. As I said, I'm going to release the the first episode. Maybe I'll wait an hour because this video ended up being over 15 minutes of me rambling, because rambling's what I do best. So, thank you guys for watching this intro. I guess I'll call it an intro video to Stardew Valley. That just kind of describes the situation and how this is going to go forward. I really don't know. I mean, I will be able to sign off at the end of Bad North with a description of what's going on, so that if people really just kind of are watching on one day, they'll be able to see what's going on. But yeah, it's going to be a little odd here coming up, because I was not expecting this to explode to the degree that it did. But that's just how it goes sometimes. But that said, it means I love this game. This game is fantastic. I will definitely be giving this a positive review once all is said and done. So, thank you guys for watching this one. I'll just stop rambling. Hopefully you guys enjoy the first episode. And I'll see you then.